Hey, y'all. There we go. Good evening. Good evening. How are you guys? This is an impromptu live, like a live workshop, a live masterclass. So, guys, and I just literally jumped on here. I'm going to tell you why I'm doing this. We're going to go through some steps about making some money, and I'm about to help y'all reach some goals because, so first of all, somebody in the comments, can you let me know if you can hear me, if you can see me okay? Because I was just on here and then it was acting crazy and I had to go out and come back in. But guys, tonight we're going to talk about, so impromptu for YouTube live workshop. Get a notebook, get a pen, okay, guys? And talk to me in the chat. This is impromptu, so if you're here, say hey, say hello. Everybody who's catching the replay. Oh, good. Everybody who's catching the replay. All right, there we go. And then get your notebook and get your pen too. So guys, I'm gonna tell you why I'm doing this live. So I'm gonna break it down into 5 steps to make more money. Get a notebook, get a pen, like this, share this, okay? And why am I doing this? Guys, 2 reasons. If there's one thing that COVID-19 should have taught us, and now this AI wave, listen, you need to have more than one stream of income. Period, right? Putting all your eggs in one basket is not wise. And just to be honest with you, if you're trying to pay 5, 10, 15 bills with one stream of income, no matter what that stream is, that's a recipe for disaster. Okay. Oh, hey, Miss Pretty. That's a recipe for disaster. And so as I'm talking to you, so this is an impromptu. Now, why am I doing this? As I'm talking to so many of you, I'm finding out that you don't really have a credit issue. You really don't have an investing issue. Really, it's an income issue. Look, come on, somebody, right? Because if you had the money, then you wouldn't have late payments. You wouldn't have maxed out credit cards. You wouldn't have repos. You wouldn't have unpaid medical bills. If you had the money, you would invest in real estate. You would buy another property. You would move to a better neighborhood. So, guys, I want you to, somebody put in the comment shift. I know it's impromptu. I know it's 11 of y'all on here right now. It's growing. But, guys, somebody put in the comment shift. I want you to shift your mindset to how do I make more money? This is a season for more income. That way you can live the lifestyle that you desire, okay? So come on, somebody. There we go. The shift. And so this is where, guys, and one thing I always talk about is that $10,000 a month benchmark. Guys, everybody on here, you should start at that $10,000 a month benchmark is good. And why do I start right there? Because if I can teach you and coach you and help you make $10,000 a month, then making $20,000, $30,000, $40,000 and making more is literally just doing more of that activity. Period. It's just scaling what you already know how to do. So once you do it one time, come on, somebody, it makes it so much easier. All right, so I'm going to drop some nuggets through the entire, real quick, shout out to my Patreon Wealth Warriors. Look, I know y'all like to jump right into it, but I got to shout out to all my Patreon Wealth Warriors. We just had a live Q&A, and that's one of the things that actually prompted this. All right, so number 1, guys, five steps to making more money. Number 1, I want you to take a snapshot of where you are now. You do not stumble on 6 figures. You do not stumble on 7 figures. Guys, you have to plan for success. Somebody put success in the comments. You have to plan for success. So what I'm finding is that so many of you, you're intelligent, you're smart, you're ambitious, you're driven, you have a strong reason why, but you haven't gotten there because you haven't even visualized it. You don't even have a plan. You're not even sure where you are right now and where you want to actually go. And guys, guess what? You can't, come on, somebody, you can't plan for success if you have no idea where you're starting at. What is the starting point? Guys, I'm not talking fluff here. These are really the things that I do. I am a self-employed entrepreneur. I am a single mother of 3. I retired myself from corporate America at the age of 38. Come on, y'all. I'm telling y'all what I know. I have 20 streams of income. Let me stop right there. I have 20 streams of income, and I'm running an international business from the comfort of my home as a single parent of 3. Why am I sharing that? There's a blueprint for success. Somebody put in the comments blueprint. I'm about to share with you guys literally the things that like the process I went through to actually get here. I'm not talking this to brag about me. I'm telling you guys that there is resources out there. And if you just follow the actual steps, the blueprint, you can 1000% get there too. It's not, look, come on, somebody. It's not specific to me. It's not specific to me. We serve the same God. Come on, somebody. And if he did it for me, he'll do it for you too. So the step number one, taking a snapshot of where you are right now. What does that mean? That means number one, how much income do you make per month? My wealth warriors already know I talk about this monthly. Guys, per month, how much money do you currently bring into your household right now? Is it $1,000 a month, $3,000 a month, $4,000 a month, $5,000 a month? What is your current income? Number two, what is your current expenses? This all goes into making more money because you have to know where you are right now to put together the plan to actually scale. So what are your monthly expenses? Do you make $5,000 a month and all your expenses are $3,000? So you should have a $2,000 per month surplus. Do you make $5,000 a month and all of your bills are $8,000 and you're negative $3,000 every single month? And that's why you're actually behind. Guys, I always say it. Men lie, women lie, numbers don't lie. You have to know your numbers if you want to be wildly successful, be a multimillionaire, break those generational curses, lead by example. And more importantly, you have to know your numbers if you want to help somebody else through the valley. Come on, somebody. You have to know your numbers if you want to help somebody else through the valley. So what are your expenses? And then the third thing I want you to do right here, guys, this is this first step, knowing where you are right now. To make more money, to know where you are right now. This third step right here, guys, is how many streams of income do you currently have? Guys, the average millionaire has 7 streams of income. That does not mean 7 different businesses. Look, I'm starting early with slamming my notebook. That doesn't mean like I have 20 streams of income, but I don't do your taxes, do credit, do your lashes, do makeup, cut grass, interior designer, real estate investor. That's madness, guys. So we put madness in the comments. That's madness. Guys, the goal is to get something up and running and to diversify it. You may have 2 or 3 or 4 different buckets, right? Because the average millionaire has 7 different streams, but you're not necessarily having 7 different businesses. Let me give you an example, right? And this is still action item number 1. How many streams of income do you currently have, right? So do you have 2 and you want to add 1 to have 3? Do you have 3 and you want to add 1 to have 4? Do you have 5? You need to add 1 to have 6. But no matter what, you need to start adding streams of income. That's the number 1 way to build wealth. So for me, for example, I have 20 streams. Some examples of those streams are affiliate marketing, real estate, renting cars, coaching, courses, what else I write down? Infinite banking, speaking engagements, YouTube, partnerships, collaborations. Come on, somebody. You see what I mean? So the real estate is a side thing. Infinite banking is another thing. But speaking engagements, coaching, courses, YouTube, that's all tied into what? My main financial services, my financial literacy business. Guys, does that make sense? I know I can't see y'all on here, but does that make sense? I want you to ask yourself, how many streams do you currently have? And with your current streams, guys, can you diversify some of that? Right? Is there an opportunity right there to even diversify some of those streams and do something else related to your knowledge, skills, and experience? Because that leads me, well, that's actually number 3. Number 2, and guys, if you learn, come on, thank you, love. So guys, if you're getting some value from this, this is real quick impromptu, please like. Please share and comment also. So number 2, guys, what is the goal? You must know what your monthly goal is to put together a plan to execute, period. So that means, is your goal $5,000 a month? Is your goal $10,000 a month? Is your goal $20,000 a month? What is the goal, guys? Thank you for the hearts. I love y'all. This is where, guys, you don't necessarily go from $1,000 a month to $10,000. Don't make it unrealistic. Jesus. Some of y'all get knocked out of the game because you're looking at what everybody else is doing, looking at the Joneses. Guys, if you make $1,000 a month, maybe your goal is $3,000. Then you hit that benchmark and then you scale. But I don't want you to be demotivated. I want you to push yourself, right? But I don't want you to go from $1,000 a month and then thinking that in another month you're going to make $10,000 or $20,000. It's how can I grow what I currently have? So what is your goal? Define the monthly amount of money that you want to actually make. Okay. Now, number 3, this is the biggest one, guys, with making more money and multiple streams of income. This is the biggest thing, is what knowledge, skills, and experience do you have that can make you more money? Pause. Let me pause right here. Guys, stop looking at what everybody else is doing and trying to mirror what their success is, what their journey is. Nobody is going to have the same journey. This is the biggest thing. This is why I love my Wealth Warrior community. This is the biggest thing that I think people need to get. You take the success principles, you take the money principles, you take the wealth building, you take the legacy building, you take the financial literacy, the time management, and then you apply it to your own life. But everybody's not meant to be a YouTuber. Everybody's not meant to be a mobile home investor. Everybody's not meant to be a real estate investor. Everybody's not meant to be, write a book. Everybody's not meant to be a personal trainer, right? So ask yourself, what knowledge, skills, and experience do you have that you can monetize? It's called y'all ever heard about? Put yes in the comments. Have you heard of monetizing your passion? Guys, guess what? I like to talk. Look, shocker, I like to talk. Well, guess what I did? I built an international brand around the thing I like to do, talking. And guess what? Our goal is, as a brand, is to educate and empower. Now, God has blessed me that I get to monetize my passion, talking, speaking life, teaching, educating. And now I'm able to create wealth for my family while I'm helping other people create wealth for their families. So ask yourself, guys, I don't care if you are a personal trainer, you could be somebody who likes to write books, maybe you do hair, maybe you do makeup, maybe you do lashes, maybe you're a barber, maybe you like cars. What else did I put down here? Maybe you make jewelry, maybe you cook. Guys, real quick nugget right here. I had a church member, right? Now I want you guys to visualize this, because some of you have something, you're sitting on a multi-million-dollar gift and you're missing it. I mean this, somebody. Y'all know when I get on live, I just got to be me. So I had a church member, and she would always make dinners for y'all do like fundraisers for the church, and she would make dinners for the fundraiser for church, and she would make $1,000, $2,000, $3,000 as a fundraiser for the church. But behind the scenes, she was struggling. Her mortgage was behind. Her car note was behind. Utilities getting shut off. All of these things. But she was able to make dinners over one weekend and make a couple $1,000s. So I said to her, and I was helping her with her finances. When I realized what was going on, I said, well, did you ever think about selling dinners for yourself? She would make $1,000 to $3,000 in one day, in one afternoon as a fundraiser, but never even thought about just making a flyer and maybe 1 or 2 weekends a month selling dinners for herself. Hey, this weekend I do it for the church, and these other weekends, those same clients and customers, hey, if you want a dinner, I'm using my knowledge, skills, and experience, the thing that people already asked me for, the thing that I already have established, to make an extra $1,000 to $3,000 per month. And that's in one weekend. So let's say you make $2,000 every Saturday and you do it for 2 weekends. That's an extra $4,000 a month. Could you use an extra $4,000 a month? If you could use an extra $4,000 a month, somebody put in the comments, yes. If you could use an extra $4,000 a month. Guys, sometimes your gift, your passion, the thing that can make you money is right in front of your face. And this is why I said to you, where are you at now? What is a monthly goal? And what knowledge, skills, and experience do you have? Because if you just stop looking at social media, stop looking at all these influencers, and ask yourself, come on, somebody, come on, Mr. Blake, come on, Kimberly, come on, Miss Pretty Bougie, come on, somebody, come on, CD. This is where, guys, ask yourself. I have a lot of people come to me and say, well, I don't know what my gift is. Guys, what is the thing? Write this down. What is the thing that comes easily to you that is hard for other people? The thing that comes easily to you that other people struggle with. The thing that comes easily to you that gives you joy, that you like to do and that other people struggle with. What is the thing that people ask you for? You could be an executive assistant and all the women come to you and they ask you to do their hair or do their makeup. You could be, you could be a plumber, but everybody says how awesome your house looks, that you do amazing landscaping. You could be, I don't know, a project manager, but everybody comes to you for personal training. You're in shape, you have a great body, you have a great appetite, a great diet. Come on, somebody, right? And so ask yourself, sometimes, guys, your purpose, your passion, your gift is that thing that people come to you and ask you for. Maybe you even have, you work in an office and people always ask you to bake the cake, to bake the cupcakes. Come on, somebody, guys. Right? If you feel like sharing, put in the comments, is there something that people come to you for and ask you about? And why aren't you monetizing it? Maybe people come to you and say, you have really great style. I have a job interview. Can you help me? You have really great style. I'm going on a dance. Can you help me with this dress? Can you help me with my hair and my jewelry? Your house looks amazing. Can you help me decorate my house? Guys, literally some of y'all are sitting on millions of dollars of wealth and you just didn't even think about it because you're just giving it all away for free. Now I'm going to say something right here. Listen, God gave us all gifts. We serve a big God that wants us to live in abundance and prosperity. He gave you a gift for a reason. You're supposed to use it to serve others, to help others, and to build legacy and generational wealth for yourself. There is no shame in helping somebody else and also creating wealth for your family, period. So ask yourself, which knowledge, skills, and experience do you have? What do you even want to do? Like maybe you make money doing taxes right now, but you hate doing taxes and you love doing, interior design. Well, then guys, start just helping some people and doing interior design and you grow it and scale it. So step number 3, guys, is what knowledge, skills, and experience do you have? What is your passion? What is your purpose? And I want you to think about monetizing that. Not doing what everybody else is doing, but how can you monetize the thing that it is that you actually love to do? Okay. Now, actually, I'll go to number 4. So number 4, I want you to create it and launch it and do the activity. Somebody put in the comments, create. Guys, the hardest part is just getting started. Because once you get started, then you're going to figure out this works well, this doesn't work well. My price is too high, my price is too low. There's higher demand, there's not enough demand. I should market on social media. I should market on LinkedIn. Guys, half of it, no, I would say more of it. 70% of it, guys, is actually doing the activity. Just everybody's not meant to be a self-employed entrepreneur. Let me just say that again. Everybody is not meant to be a self-employed entrepreneur. However, everybody is meant to build wealth. Everybody is meant to have legacy and lifestyle. Everybody is meant to live in abundance and prosperity. Everybody is meant to have the lifestyle that you desire for your family, right? And so this is where, you don't necessarily have to be a self-employed entrepreneur, but you do want to add something. And guys, real quick, I forgot to say, I think I pinned it. I have a free, look, how much does it cost, Terry? A free 10-part business masterclass series because you guys can use it. Hey, Tracy, you guys can use that information to launch and scale your business, but you just have to get started because literally you're going to learn so much of it, of what it is you need to do by doing the actual activity. Period. Like it's not one group. Like what works for Tracy is not going to work for Miss Pretty Bougie. It's not going to work for CD. It's not going to work for Kimberly. You guys have to actually start. And then this is where you'll start to learn what's the best flow for you. Should it be online? Guys, when I say create it, is it a product? Is it a service? Is it online? Who are you helping and how do you help them? Write that down. Who do you help and how do you help them? I don't care if it's t-shirts. Well, maybe you make t-shirts and are inspirational quotes and you help women with self-confidence. Let me give you an example. Okay, I have I'm a little chubby. I'm working on it. So I'm gonna say Kimberly. Kimberly has a great body. She is in shape. Everybody always asks her, what is her workout routine? What does she eat? How does she stay in great shape? So she may have an opportunity to be a personal trainer, a fitness coach, to do healthy eating recipes, to do meal prep, all those things. But when I'm saying create it, guys, this is where, okay, she makes a decision. Guys, make a decision. Is it going to be a product or is it going to be a service? Is it going to be online? Do you have a physical location where you can actually do it? And ask yourself, I'm not giving y'all fluff here. This is literally what I did to retire myself from corporate America. Ask yourself, who do you help and how do you help them? Guys, when I very first started my business, I was doing nothing but personal credit repair for first-time home buyers. Why? Because I purchased my very first house at the age of 21 while only making $14 an hour, and it changed my entire life. Looking good on paper changed my entire life. That's what this brand is about. We educate and empower because looking good on paper, there's a blueprint to that. And when you learn how to do what? leverage your personal and business credit to build wealth, not only do you change your lifestyle, but you can change the legacy of the generations coming behind you for your children's children. It's Proverbs, is scripture. A good man leaves an inheritance to his children's children. So when I learned, you guys know I used to work for TransUnion. I have over 20 years of experience. I'm board certified credit consultant, certified credit score consultant, and I'm a national certified trainer. Nobody in credit on YouTube are those things. And almost none of them have actually worked for a credit bureau. So what is my point right there? When I learned that there was a blueprint to looking good on paper, I applied it to my own life. Foster care, group homes, teen mom, minority female, but God, but God, but God. Because when I figured out that I can leverage looking good on paper to change my reality, and I bought a house at 21, my entire perspective on life changed in that instant. And I learned that looking good on paper can be a way to change your reality. And not only that, but to help the people coming behind you. So when I'm talking about these things, when I launched my business, I did the thing that was passionate to me. I was helping first-time home buyers. Why? Because I just went through the process myself. I had great credit myself. I put money down, got first-time home buyers assistance, got seller's assistance, got a grant, and bought a whole property with $1,800 out of pocket. While my girlfriends were going to Miami and Florida and partying, I was buying a property. My belief went through the roof. And that's why when I launched my business, I had some dark days in foster care. I had some dark days in group homes. I had some dark days being a mom at the age of 17 with no support. And I promised God, I said, God, if you help me through this valley, I promise you that I will go back, and not only will I glorify your name and not take credit for it, but I will show other people how to do the same thing. That was the birth of this brand. That was at 21. I started this business at the age of 38. Y'all, if there's something that you're passionate about, that's a great place to start, because you're going to have ups and downs on this journey. You're going to have ups and downs building wealth. But when you're passionate about it, when it's a calling, when it's an anointing, when it's a purpose behind it, when it's something that you love to do, you're that much more likely to stick with it. Because every day wasn't a great day with this business. But my point right here, guys, is that I didn't start with 20 streams of income. I started doing one thing. Y'all, if you've got some value from this, please like this, right? This was an impromptu. Somebody put in the comments 1. Now I have 20 streams of income. Now I have an international brand. Now I've helped thousands of people across the globe at this point. But when it started, I was helping first-time home buyers get mortgage pre-approvals. I was doing one thing. Some of y'all, that's the problem. You're trying to launch a coaching business. You're trying to start a YouTube. You're trying to do hair and do makeup and work a full-time job and raise your kids and have a social life. Somebody put in the comments 1, do the one thing. Do it in excellence. Help people get results. Put together a process, and then you scale that thing and do more of it. Do it better and do it more efficiently. I didn't start off doing business credit. I didn't start off doing a bunch of real estate investing. I just started off helping first-time home buyers purchase property. Why? Because that property changed my life. Guys, Jesus, there wasn't social media then. I need to say this right here. Because some of you have a burning desire to do something and you're still sitting on it because you don't believe that there's a need. There's somebody out there who needs your testimony, needs your story, needs your gift, needs your passion, needs you to do it in excellence. There's somebody out there waiting for you to launch that thing and you're sitting on it. And so what I mean by that is that, there wasn't social media back then, y'all. I'm 45. There was not social media back then. So it wasn't for likes. It wasn't for shares. It wasn't for, a bunch of views. I was doing it because I wanted stability for my son. Why? Because I was in foster care. Both of my parents were on drugs. Not one, both. I moved around. And when I became a mother, guys, Jesus, when I became a mother, I promised myself that my son would not grow up like me. I made a commitment to my son that he would have stability. That first house was not for social media. The social media didn't even exist back then. That first house, what represented stability. I wanted one place to call home. And look what it has grown into. So my point right there is create the thing and launch it and do one thing and do it in excellence. Get results, help people, and then you scale that thing. And let me give you another example right there. Say you are somebody who is like a personal trainer. I talked about Kimberly. Thank you for letting me pick on you, Kim. Kim is a personal trainer. Guys, be specific about who you help. Okay, a personal trainer, weight loss, that's for everybody. That's a huge field, a lot of money, but that doesn't necessarily equate to making a lot of money for you. So maybe you are a mom who was able to like lose weight in your very first 90 days after giving birth. So instead of just being a personal trainer, maybe you are, okay, I'm a personal trainer and I specialize in helping mothers who just gave birth lose 30 pounds in their very first 90 days. See how specific that is? So ask yourself, who do you help and how do you help them? And can you articulate? Can you communicate to somebody what it is you do and what is the value in working with you? And just create it. I don't care if it's an ebook. I don't care if it's a course. I don't care if it's a Zoom. I don't care if it's a YouTube channel. I don't care if it's in person. You have to start the thing before it becomes something excellent. Does that make sense, y'all? Yes, no, maybe so. You have to start it first, right? That's where most people fail, is actually starting it. Come on, somebody. Come on, Kim. All right, and then the last thing, right here, guys. I'm not going to be on here long. The last thing, step number 5, guys, is that once you actually launch the thing, you have to be able to adjust it and scale it, and also think about who do you need to partner with that can actually grow. So let me give you an example. I started my business in 2017, helping first-time home buyers. Well, in 2019, who did I partner with? Who partnered with me? Jamal King, 95 millionaire, stand up to all my make real estate real people. Why? That's a beneficial relationship. Jamal King is a multi-million-dollar investor with a massive purpose and anointing and calling on his life. I am blessed to call the whole team genuine friends now, right? And he launched a course, but guess what? People can't invest in real estate if they don't have their what? Credit right. They can't get approved for the financing. So I do what? Specialize in credit. Guess what? Partnerships, guys. Somebody put in the comments, partnerships. This is where it was a win-win for everybody, because Jamal was able to help more people buy properties. I was able to help more people with their credit. But guess what? You out there, Tracy, Missy, Kimberly, all of you were able to actually buy more properties, invest in real estate, because now you had a team working together to get you results. Guys, it's not about us. It's about you. The more people you serve, remember this, the more people you help and serve, the more you will get what you actually want and you need. Have a spirit of service. Do it for free first. Make sure your course works. Make sure your coaching works. Make sure your masterclass works. Make sure your weight loss plan works. Make sure your cookbook is effective. Get feedback. And then you actually put the price tag on it and you actually launch it. But when you start with just wanting to serve, come on, somebody, I'm preaching right now. When you start off by just wanting to serve, you'll be surprised how he will bless it. So you have to actually launch it first before you actually scale it and adjust it. Guys, your first version of everything is not going to be good. If I look back, well, tonight I'm on here this impromptu, so I'm a little bit rough tonight. I've been doing stuff all day. But this is where, if I look at my very first YouTube video, my very first YouTube video looks absolutely nothing like my YouTube videos now. My very first course, my very first coaching program, right? So this is where you have to start it first, and then you'll learn how to actually scale it, adjust it. Do I need to streamline the process for billing? Do I need to streamline my marketing? Do I have this is a nugget. Do I have a marketing strategy? Do I have a social media strategy? Am I clear on who is my client or customer? Is my messaging clear? Do people know when they purchase my book, purchase my course, purchase my masterclass, hire me to do their hair, their makeup, hire me as a barber, hire me as a stylist? Are they fully aware of what they are getting for their investment? Am I clear about the outcome for the client or customer? Guys, this is how you make more money. It's not getting 2 and 3 and 4 more jobs. AI is taking away half of the jobs. COVID already took away more of them. If you guys haven't started making adjustments right now, let me sip my water. You plan now before disaster strikes. Can I be honest with you? How many more layoffs? How many more job closings? How many more downsizing? before you say, I need to take ownership of this process, ownership of my family, ownership of my finance. Somebody put in the comments, ownership. I'm responsible for my results. I am not going to lay my destiny, my finances, my where I live, any of those things in the hands of somebody else. I am going to take ownership of this process and see, what can I do now? Can I do my business on the weekends? Can I do my business in the evening? Can I do my business on my lunch break while I still have a paycheck? Guys, that's what I did. I actually started doing my business while I still had a paycheck. And then I would make in one day my entire 80-hour paycheck. And I said, deuces. Because if I can make my paycheck part-time, what's going to happen if I put full-time effort into it? Guys, can you sacrifice in a season to get what you want for a lifetime? Somebody put sacrifice in the comments. Yes, it's going to be, don't let social media fool you. Don't just start a business and become a millionaire overnight. It's going to be a little bit of work. Can you hustle for maybe 3 to 5 years to change your entire life? People think it's crazy to build a business for 3 to 5 years, but don't think it's crazy to be broke at a job for 40 years. Let me say that again. People will look at you like you're crazy for sacrificing and building a business for 3 to 5 years and not think it's crazy to be broke, struggling, and paycheck to paycheck at their job for 10 to 20 to 30 for 40 years. Yeah, what I said in the beginning, you have to shift your mindset. Shift your mind. Come on, Miss Pretty. Shift your mindset. It's going to be a little bit of work, and I promise you, it is going to be the best thing you ever did. I can't imagine my life had I not took a step of faith, stepped out on faith, and took a leap of just stepping out on faith and just tried and sacrificed and bet it on me. Somebody said, I need you to bet on you and have long-term vision. Bet on you. I bet on me. And I had some dark days. And if I had to do it all over again, I would 1000% do it the exact same way. Because going through the ups and downs of the business are what taught me the resiliency, how to adapt, how to problem solve, how to look for solutions. Come on, somebody, bet. Look, come on, bet. Somebody put bet on me. Or if you're going to take this information and bet on you after, I didn't give you a bunch of fluff. I gave you the actual steps. You have to know your numbers, but what each one of you do is going to be different based on your knowledge, your skills, your experience, your gift, and your passion. You take the success principles, you know where you are, you know what your monthly goal is, you know what your product or service is going to be, you know what your knowledge, skills, and experience is. You create it, you launch it, and then you scale it, you partner, and you adjust. That's it. I'm not about to give you guys 29,000 steps. You know why? Because when it's too complicated, you don't finish it. You don't do it. When people are overwhelmed and confused and frustrated, guess what? They do absolutely nothing. When people are overwhelmed and confused, they do nothing. I broke it up into 5 steps for a reason. I need you to say, I can do that. Somebody put in the comments, I can do that. Somebody put in the comments, I can do that. That means you're starting at the one thing and you're going back. Okay, where am I at right now? Okay, great. I know where I'm at right now. Number 2, where do I want to be? What is the actual goal? Number 3, what knowledge, skills, and experience do I have? What is my passion? What is my gift? What do people come to me for? What brings me joy? What would I like my life to look like? Jesus, if I didn't have to punch a time clock. We're going to stop asking people for PTO and vacation time and missing our son's basketball game and missing our daughter's dance recital and not going to the baby shower and not going on vacation because somebody is dictating all your steps. Now, I'm not saying everybody's going to be a self-employed entrepreneur, but I am saying that wealth equals freedom. And I mean that. Wealth equals freedom. So put in the comments, I can do that. Because if you actually go back through these steps, because essence of being an entrepreneur is that you have a foundation, right? But how it unfolds, the different steps, what you need to do to actually get there is going to depend on each one of you. And it's going to adjust and change. Listen, I invite all of you guys to be part of our Patreon Wealth Warrior community because I do online monthly live Q&As, monthly live workshop. We just had, look, some of my Wealth Warriors are on here tonight. Hey, y'all. Right, you need that ongoing support. Back in the day, they didn't even have the ongoing support like that. Look, come on, somebody. but how it unfolds is going to be different. So I didn't want to give you guys 20 different steps, because the actual thing, the thing that you use to make money is going to vary based on you. But the steps are the same for all of you. And I'll even link when I repost this. I did a video on passive income. I did a video on steps to retire yourself from your job. I did a video on the best side hustles. Guys, there's a method to my madness. You don't have a credit issue. You don't have a real estate investing issue. You have an income issue. So let's stop calling it something different. Let's identify what it is. Let's address that thing and let's fix it. Come on, somebody, because once you start making more income, how many of you guys would like to make would making $10,000 a month help you right now? Would that change some things in your life? Put yes in the comments if making $10,000 a month would change some things in your life right now. It may change your zip code. It may change where your children go to school. It may change the vacations that you go. It may change your health care. Come on, somebody. It may change how you support your parents. It may change, your circle. It may change the type of things that you invest in. Come on, somebody. Wealth is not a bad thing. To be honest with you, wealth in the hands of the right person. You guys have scholarship funds. You guys have nonprofits. You can help and bless other people. You guys can have charter schools. Like, you would be surprised that wealth in the hands of the right person can change a community. Y'all, Jesus. So the takeaway, guys, I did a bunch of follow-up videos that can go to the 5 steps. But what I really want you to take away is stop thinking that one video is going to tell each one of you how to do everything. You take the success principles, you take the foundation, and you apply it to you and you execute. Guys, somebody put in the comments, execute. People who are wildly successful execute at a high level, period. People who are wildly successful execute at a high level. So you create a plan. Well, you set a goal, you create a plan, and you execute. That's it. And what I wanted to say about creating the actual thing, just put a date to it. Don't be, look, come on, Tracy. Come on, Miss Pretty. Don't be, I want to write my book in 2025. I want to write my book in 2026. No, give yourselves 90 days, 3 to 6 months to actually launch and start the thing. Give yourself a real deadline to hold yourself accountable, right? You have to be self-disciplined, because actually doing the thing is going to show you what the steps are after that. Guys, does that make sense? And so what I want to close and say is this. I have coaching strategy sessions. I have our Patreon Wealth Warrior community, but I put out a ton of free content that can change your life for a reason. I'm grateful. I'm grateful for the opportunities that I've been given. I'm grateful for this brand. I'm grateful for all of you that support the brand. I'm grateful to be part of your story, part of your testimony. I'm great that God helped me through the valley. I'm grateful that, that I have the opportunity to lead by example and glorify his name. And has it been easy? Absolutely not. Have I had dark days? 1,000%. Have there been times where I've been like, oh my gosh, I got in over my head? Yes. We need to have conversations like this so that when you come up against a hurdle, when you come up against an obstacle, when you come up against something, you're like, oh my God, this is like out of the ordinary. No, it's not. I promise you, every single person who is wildly successful right now, we had a day where we were like, oh my gosh, what did I do? And I need you to understand that you're capable. You're capable. If God gave you the vision, God gave you the gift, God gave you the purpose. And I need you to also understand that when the hurdles come, when the setbacks come, when people don't support you, when people think you're crazy, when things don't go as planned, I need you to also have the same confidence about your vision that you have about you being capable of knowing that God would not have given you the gift if he didn't also give you the ability to make it reality. Let me say it one last time. God would not have given you the vision if he didn't also give you the ability to make it happen. So stop just existing. Stop putting all your eggs in one basket. Put together a plan to make more money now, because there's someone depending on your transformation. It's not about you. It's not about Louis. It's not about bags. It's not about any of that. There's someone depending on your transformation. Amen. All right, y'all. I hope that was helpful. I will repost this. Where are you at now? What is the goal? What knowledge, skills, and experience do you have? Create it, launch it, and set a date, and adjust, scale, and partner. And if you need more help, join our Wealth Warrior community so I can support you every single month. I hope that helped, y'all. Have a super amazing night.